Home inspections in a real estate transaction can be honestly a real deal breaker when buying your home. This is Ask Elisa. I'm going to go over the 4 things that I always tell my clients to look out for. Okay, so let's go over the main home inspection item that I always tell my clients to look out for. Aside from everything else, the roof is very, very important. Because here's the thing about the roof. If you have any like shingles missing or anything like that, there can be a lot of water damage. And the good thing about a home inspection is that your inspector can actually see if there is any water in the attic, or also too, sometimes there's yellow patches underneath the ceiling and you can see if there's any, roof that needs to be repaired. And in my opinion, roof is really expensive. I mean, if you get a contractor to go out there to redo the whole roof, that can cost you over $15,000. So I know for a fact that if you as a first-time home buyer have a home and there's a lot of roof problems, that definitely can be a reason why somebody would cancel their transaction. And the second thing is foundation. Usually with foundation, it's not very common on properties that are like on lower ground. We tend to find those more like up on the hills, but you can usually see foundation if there's like cracks up on the walls, and that is a really big indicator that there might be foundation problems. The good thing is that there are foundation experts out there and they can actually go, this is aside from the home inspector. So usually your home inspector will say, highly recommend foundation expert, and we can get in touch with them. And then what they'll do is they'll make sure to see if there's any foundation problems. And in my opinion, I think that if there's absolutely any foundation problems, I have had a lot of clients cancel because of that. And again, it's usually properties like up on the hill and it's just super expensive. And you have to remember, this is the foundation of the home. And roof, we can get that redone, but the foundation, you're pretty much asking, the seller to redo the whole base of it. So that's definitely a big red flag. The third one would be plumbing. The good thing about plumbing is that your home inspector, what he'll usually do is he'll run all the water all at one time, and to see how the water is running, if there's any water that's kind of backed up or like if the pressure is off. And from my experience, I have found that if any plumbing ever kind of pops up, it's pretty easy. Sometimes home inspector will advise possibly getting like what's called a snake. And I'm sharing this with you because I do have a husband who has a construction background. So what they'll do is they'll put like a snake in the plumbing, kind of clean it out and see if that resolves the issue. And if that doesn't, then we can kind of go a little bit further and hire like somebody who does plumbing and see, is this something where there's like, branches going through the piping, it's causing a lot of problems, going to be very costly for you. So we can kind of look at that and see if it's not a big deal or if it's something that, we should really be cautious about. And my last thing would be the electrical. With electrical, it's really interesting because you will find that homes that are built in a certain year, sometimes the electric is not grounded. And I've had a lot of clients get really worried about that. But the thing is that older homes, they weren't built that way. So there's a lot of homes on the market that flippers are flipping and the bones are like in the 1950s, but the house is great and they're using the original electrical. And sometimes when those pop up on home inspections, clients get really afraid because they don't understand what that means. The good thing is you can hire an electrician to kind of go through with you like, hey, look, yeah, it's not grounded or it is a little bit older, but it's working great. I think what you should really look for is you just don't want things to be like causing shortages or, things that are exposed. And sometimes those little things can be addressed just by hiring an electrician to kind of take a look at it and see what you can do. But if I were you, I think my top one would definitely be foundation. I feel that that's really the bones of the home and you don't really want to mess with that. So again, when you get your home inspection, there's going to be a lot of like red flags on it. What I don't want you to do is get afraid of all the little things. I really want you to focus on the big stuff, the stuff that can really be like thousands of dollars. So like, for example, if the home inspector calls out a screen is broken or like the closet door is not rolling, like leave that alone. Those are very small things that it's a previously lived in home that we can kind of get by. I would much rather you ask for credit or a repair of a very, very large item that can cost you thousands of dollars. So let me know if this helps you. Comment below. I'm very curious if you've had any bad experiences with home inspections and how you approached it. Did you ask for credit? Did you get repairs? I want to know. And don't forget, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram, and I'll see you later. Bye.